We're doing Beautiful Toxins. She's so stinking cute. We are gonna just help unwrinkle, right?
Yes.
We don't want so much movement in our face because a lot of times toxin is preventative, right?
Yes.
So you're 100 now.
Yes, right.
Do you mind telling them your age?
I'm 32.
32. You've been seeing me for how long?
Oh gosh, for like 10 years?
Yeah, and everybody said, why is she so young? It's because she, look at her, come close. I want you to see her skin. This skin is dazzling. She has no wrinkles. And it's because she's been seeing me for so long. She literally has no wrinkles. And you know, she is a very thin face. Thin face tends to wrinkle quicker. Fuller face tends to not wrinkle as quickly, and you have a thin face. So the fact that you've not wrinkled all these years is a testament to what I have in my storage. So she has a beautiful face. She doesn't need a whole lot. We're just gonna sprinkle. I like movement. I like to move your face, but I just don't want you to wrinkle. So that's kind of the beauty of Toxins. So we're gonna treat her corrugators. Go ahead and frown like you're really angry. You see how she pulls in? Remember that the wrinkle is always perpendicular to the muscle pull. So you see these little indentations. That is the outline of her corrugator. So go ahead. These are all pull down muscles. Okay, so there's 3 of them. Go ahead and relax your face. So I like to grab the corrugator and just kind of get in there. Don't be too superficial, because what happens is, you ever see these guys, they're kind of frowny in the middle like this after they've had Botox, because they got that frontalis, and then it makes us look like a Klingon, and we don't like that look. So we're going to get deep down in that corrugator, and then we're going to get that procerus, making sure we don't get that frontalis, because there's fibers of the frontalis that innervate in some of these muscles. So we want to be very, very careful. That'll lift her brow, because these are depressors. So if I relax it, it'll help elevate. Because remember, toxin does opposite. So an area where it depresses, if I put toxin, it'll elevate. An area where it elevates and I put it in, it will droop. So you want to be very careful. Yes, you want to be very careful to put too much in your forehead, because you don't want to look like a caveman, right?
No,
we don't like that.
I already have that eyebrow, I feel like.
So it's, you know, I get one of the number one things I get when patients come in and they've gone elsewhere is they'll say, oh my God, this one time I had it and it was so much, and I felt like my eyelids couldn't open, or I felt so sleepy. That's when you use too much toxin here. The problem with that is, you guys think if you guys can move your eyebrows, you didn't have enough, or the toxin didn't work. Or it's not that. Your injector may just be being careful because they don't want you to have this droopy business go on. So sometimes it's a play between, you know, too droopy and too spocky. Spocky is much easier to fix than droopy. Once you're drooped for like 6 weeks. Ooey. Yeah. But once, you know, you have this little spocky, you can come back in 2 weeks, put 2 drops, and it's completely fine. But it's always easy to add, difficult to subtract, right? Another thing about this beauty is that she has what we call the mestizo forehead. It's a little bit shorter, right? She has a short forehead. So like a European forehead would have much more volume and a better slope. But she has a little shorter, flatter forehead. So those are the type of people that you have to be really, I have the same. So you have to be really careful with these guys, because they droop easily. So if she had a larger forehead, a little bit more convex, you could put a little more toxin closer to the brow. But here she can't. We have to be very careful. So we're gonna treat her crow's feet. Go ahead and tuck your eyes like really tight, tight, tight. You see where she's got these little crow's feet and she pulls down? That's where the lift is. Up here doesn't give her any lift. It's, go ahead and squint your eyes. Right there, that's where the lift starts. So that's what we're gonna do, is lift her really beautifully. You can even put your needle all the way through and kind of give a little bit of dusting to that hole. Remember, this is a sphincter type of muscle, so it pulls everything down. If I relax it, it opens things up a bit. Here, I want to go all the way across because I want to get that little bit of bulge she has under her eyes. Go ahead and smile, feel like you're really happy. You see how the wrinkle comes all the way across? So I want to make sure I get all of that. So it's a little tear jerker, but it's worth it. You'll like me in like 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, doing so good. Squint your eyes. There we go. Relax it. We go all the way across. Not too much now. You don't want to go too far down because that'll change the smile. So look up for me. A little pinch. Good job. A little pinch. Terrific. Good job. Thank you. you look up all the way. So look, I want you to look at her forehead. Chin down, look up, eyebrows up as high as you can. You see how she lifts this eye a little bit more? So make sure you're mindful of the pattern of this. Is the muscle's not always symmetrical, right? We have one muscle that acts, you know, just like our right arm and our left arm. The one is stronger than the other. Same with your face. You have muscles that are on your left and your right that are stronger, and so you have to be careful with the dosing. So that's.
You're teaching me a lot
I know,
today. I like it.
Lift up all the way. So you want to make sure that you put just a tad bit more in a little bit lower position on this brow so that she doesn't look quizzical. We don't want quizzical, right? I'm curious. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm curious about. I like to go all the way through. Go ahead and lift up because I feel like then I don't have to put so much here if I come further out. Go ahead and lift. And like I said, always easier to add than subtract. And I saved a little bit for her bunnies. Go ahead and let me see the bunnies. So here, go ahead and you want to be careful not to get that L-san, which is there's a muscle right here that controls our lips, so we don't want that to look snarly. All these things.
Yeah, no,
They can go wrong,
yeah,
right?
gosh.
So go ahead and make a bunny. There we go. So we want to make sure that we stay a little bit more medial. And then she's all perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.